Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I'm going to be planning the week of May 24th in my memory planner, which is of course my Estelle A5 wide cloud planner, and I am going to be using this kit from Sadie Stickers, which is called May 2021. It's this really pretty spring floral and butterfly kit. Absolutely love this, like really pretty kind of neutral pinky theme going on. It is a 4-page kit, and every page is foiled, so you do get like a bunch of different functional stuff, a bunch of different icons, three foiled headers, sidebar stuff, a bunch of layering items, and then the bottom washi, some more functional items, and the date covers. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out these pages and just jump in. So I am, of course, getting started with the date covers here and these date dots from Harriet Wright Designs, which have these adorable little bows on that I just absolutely love. They're like very dainty. And yeah, so I am using another Sadie Stickers kit this week. That is 2 in a row, which I don't usually like to back-to-back kits from the same shops, but in this very arbitrary sorting that I have done of my floral kits, this one was the last one that I had marked as like quote unquote early spring, like April, May, versus late spring, which I guess I'm just counting as June, that I had marked it like late spring, early summer, if you will. So I really wanted to use this kit this week since it was the last week in May and it was not beach weather this week. So I was like, okay, this is my last like spring kit. This is the week leading up to Memorial Day weekend, which Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of summer. I know that like real summer, celestially speaking, doesn't start until mid-June, but beach season has traditionally run, at least in my area, from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And even though now my parents own a house, so we can go down whenever, and we go down, to the shore very frequently, like during the year and stuff. But when we were younger and we rented houses and stuff, that was like the traditional season, and that's just the traditional season down the shore. There's like a bunch of stuff down there that that's not open the whole year. That's only open like between Memorial Day and Labor Day and different stuff like that. The lifeguards only work between Memorial Day and Labor Day, all that good stuff. So it's traditional summer. So I wanted to use this last kit that I had put aside for spring before my summer officially started, or unofficially started, if you will. But anyway, yeah, like I said, it just rained a ton this week, and including over the weekend. We did go to the beach this weekend, but we actually just left on Sunday instead of on Saturday, since the holiday on Monday we didn't have school or work, so we just went down Sunday to Monday instead of for the whole weekend because of all the rain, and we just spent some time with my husband's family on Saturday instead before we went down. But anyway, I am putting the headers. I decided not to do like the whole pattern thing, and I just went the pattern one in the middle and the 2 more solid ones at the top and the bottom, which I think looks really nice. I think I like the way it looks better with when I vary the headers usually, but since they were like 2 really simple ones and 1 really pretty patterned one, I just decided I wanted the pattern in the middle. But I brought in so much other floral stuff, including that Simply Gilded washi at the bottom, and there was like so much florals in the kit, so I think I could have done it either way. And then I am about to like absolutely butcher the top of my planner trying to put the washi at the top, so some of that I cut out and some of that I had to do off camera. But basically I tried to use the floral washi that came with the kit, but I tried to like cut it down, but I tried to cut it down while it was already on the planner, and I ended up like just obliterating the pages with my X-Acto knife and just like really, really badly damaging the pages. And then even on top of that, I still did not get the washi like in a straight line. I don't know what was going on. It was just such a mess. So then I ended up putting it down and then covering it with some Simply Gilded washi, which was a choice that I made. I mean, it looks nice because the color looks nice, and I brought that in like some other places. It was like more one of the accent colors is like a brighter orange washi, which you'll see in a minute. But I had to do something to get the washi to run all the way to the top and like cover up how poorly I cut this bottom washi. And yeah, I just also wanted to like reinforce the planner a little bit, since I did just
cut the page so badly, and I ended up having to like tape some of the page as well, which I did off camera. So it's going to cut out in a second, and I'm going to switch to the day by day, and the orange washi will just magically appear at the top like so. Anyway, sorry I had to cut that out, but it was a hot mess. Trust me, you don't want to see it anyways. But anyway, on to the day by day. On Monday, I woke up early because I was trying to finish something that I had been working on over the weekend for work before I started like my regular Monday work stuff. So I just woke up at like 6, which I usually wake up at then. And then a lot of times if like the kids aren't awake, which hopefully they're not at 6, because we like for them to stay in their beds until at least 6:30. But anyway, so I usually just like internally, my internal clock wakes me up then anyways. And most of the time I just like stay in bed or just like sit there, sometimes look at my phone, usually not, but usually I just like lay in bed. But if I have a really busy day, I'll sometimes wake up early and try and get something done, especially if it's writing. I am such a morning person. I've always been a morning person. Even like when I was a teenager, I've never been like I used to think sleeping in was like 10. Now I think sleeping in is like 7:30. But even then, I've always just been a morning person, and I am at my best thinking wise, and especially writing wise, which is not one of my like natural skills, I will say. It's something that I've like learned to do, especially on since becoming like a freelance person, because writing is such a large part of what I do now. But anyway, so I do my best work like that in the morning, I always find. So I just wanted to do that first thing in the morning. And then I also we tried to get new fish again this week, and the first one we got, there was like from the store, I don't know, it only survived a couple of hours after we got home. So we've banned that store from our fish buying list, but we have a different store that we bought another fish from, and that one is doing well, thankfully. So we are doing that. Okay. And then I, for my regular work thing I'm still on Monday, but for my regular work thing, I actually got a new editor this week, which is fine. I don't have like strong opinions on, it's like my copy editor, so I don't have strong opinions on that. You tell me how to do grammar, and I will 100% listen to you. But it's always like an adjustment. People have different styles and stuff like that. My content editor is fortunately still the same, because that is like a much closer relationship. Like that person I have to like work with a lot, versus the copy editor, which I'm just like, fix my stuff, make it sound professional. Anyway, I did some reading and hung out with my husband that night. And then on Tuesday, we had the kiddos. I had the kiddos all day, and then I started to write down that it was like, oh no, wait, I didn't write anything down yet. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, ignore me. I did some more reading. I don't know what else happened, and yeah. Our construction folks came back to just take a quick look at our screen door. That's why I just couldn't read my handwriting for a second. So they fixed our door, which the screen was not put on correctly. So we hadn't been able to like get it open to one of our sliding doors. And I got my office stuff all organized, and I organized stuff for the D-Stash giveaway, which has since closed. And I am getting ready to mail out those piles to the winners. So excited about that. But I got that all organized. And then I took it back that night. And then on Wednesday, I went for a walk with the baby in the stroller while I took a call at the same time, which is something I actually used to do all the time when my first was little, and I haven't done that in a while. So that was a good idea that I had. I have like these they're like not expensive. They're only like $30 there, but they're these like Bluetooth noise canceling in-ear buds that have like a really good microphone, and I swear you can't even tell I'm outside when I'm on the phone with them. So I absolutely love them. And yeah, then I don't know, got some stuff done around the house. I did some planner stuff. I did some more reading and just hung out with my husband, usual stuff. On Thursday, we were up really early this time with the kids and just slept really badly, and the kids were just so cranky all day. We just had like a really, really rough day. I wasn't like sure what to do. It was raining, so we couldn't go to the playground, and I was just like blah. So we went over to my dad's for just a little while, just to get out of the house, and while the cleaners were there, and just also because my kids were just like behaving atrociously. And then I got poke for lunch, and in the afternoon I just like didn't feel like dealing with anything, so I attempted to watch The Descendants, the Disney movie, not like the George Clooney movie, which this has come up more than once. Anyway, with my kids, which which it went like super over their heads, but I just thought it would be like a fun thing to watch. I have a friend whose like kids are a little bit older than mine, and she said like her daughter, who's 2 years older than my daughter, that their whole class is like super, super obsessed with it. I don't know. It's very clever. I mean, I wouldn't say it was like good, and I'm super not a Disney person. But it's a clever idea. Like I wish it was just like a little bit, I wish the songs were a little bit catchier, I guess is what I would say. I don't know. Maybe you think the songs are super, super catchy, but my daughter mostly had just like a lot of questions about like the ins and outs of a love potion, which was really funny and kind of cute. And then on Friday, I went and got a smoothie. This was like my big errand day. I went and got a smoothie. I went to the post office because I had sold some D-Stash stuff, and I dropped that off. And I went to Lowe's to get some more garden supplies, and I also went to the Better Fish store, and we got a new fish who is doing well, thankfully, and enjoying life in the tank. And then when I got home, I like did the gardening stuff. I don't know how to describe that. It was not raining on Friday, and it was supposed to rain all weekend, and I just wanted to get everything all set up because we had the people who lived here in our house before us, obviously avid gardeners, and they had like a whole raised bed thing in the backyard with like behind a fence, and we had it like cleared out because it was just like completely overgrown. So I wanted to try and use some of those beds, which we are, but we're struggling. I'm not a great gardener, but you know, I always want to be. So it's an active effort. But anyway, that was it was really nice to get everything set up, and it is actually doing pretty well so far. So fingers crossed for that we get some like actual veggies and stuff. And then that night I just did some bullet journal stuff, and I also listened to podcasts. So on Saturday we went for a coffee run, and then we went over to my mother-in-law's house, and I just was like feeling really antsy. Usually that's not a problem, but I just like couldn't sit still, and you know, I just didn't feel like sitting still or being in the house, and I don't know. I was like, what should I do? And like my husband doesn't care because he's there. Like kids are mostly playing with his mom and whatever. So I actually decided to go get a manicure pedicure since I have not had one since before the baby was born, and I'm fully vaccinated now. So I went out and I got my nails and my toes done. It felt amazing. It was so fun. I could not stop smiling the whole time. Felt so normal, so wonderful, and my toes look super great. My nails are in this video, but also I had to they were already chipping at that point, so I covered some of the chippy ones with stickers from Dashing Diva. And then we got steak sandwiches from our usual place, like cheesesteaks, and just watched some TV that night. So yeah, it was a really, really nice Saturday. And then on Sunday we drove down to the beach, mostly because I hadn't seen my brother in a few weeks, and he was going to be down since the weather wasn't nice, and it was definitely not beach weather, but it was just, you know, we had a rainy day hangout at the house with all the kids and stuff. I walked over and saw one of my friends who's living down there for a little while, and my oldest daughter came with me while the other kids were napping, and we just chilled for a little while and walked. And then that night we got dinner, not from our usual takeout place, because apparently my immediate family is the family that most likes that place, which everybody complains about our favorite pizza place, but they all eat it all the time and love it when we're there. I don't know, whatever. They wanted to try something a little bit more fancy, and it was really good, but I don't know. Our favorite place is our favorite place for a reason. But anyway, that's pretty much everything for the week. I am just going through and finishing filling this out, and then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that same washi that I used on the top, and some floral dividers from Honey Inked, and some other little deco-y pieces, again mostly from Honey Inked, but I think maybe from a few other shops as well. I don't know, I store them kind of all together, so I know I'm the worst with that, but I do have all of my shops linked below. And then I, of course, if you can't tell, used Fox and Pip Girls this week along with all my foiled icons, and a couple of stickers from White. Oh, no, not. I was going to say a couple of stickers from White Deer Stationery, but that's actually just something from the kit that I'm looking at. Yeah, so mostly just the Fox and Pip Girls and all of my usual foil shops, which are linked in the description below.
Okay, that is everything all finished up. This looks so pretty. Love all these florals and the butterflies. Let me show you what I have left real quick. It's just a little bit of functional stuff. I meant to use more of those icons, but I kind of forgot. I used plenty of the layering stuff though. I really love those items. I think they're really fun to bring in and kind of mix things up, and just a little bit of the washi left since I did use a lot of it. But anyway, that is everything for this week. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye!